Today I'm going to tell you the things that we would do differently if we were building our pole barn today. So stay tuned. Hi, this is Paul from CountryCraziness.com. If you're interested in tractors, post-frame construction, and homesteading, well then you've come to a good place. Why not subscribe, tap the bell, and join in the conversation. When we built our barn, we think we did an awful lot of things correctly. But if we were to do the project over again, we learned some things that would help us do a project like this better in the future. And today I want to discuss what those things are, and hopefully if you're building a structure, they'll help you. The first thing that I would have done differently is I would have had the property surveyed to get a comprehensive look at exactly where the property lines are and then draw an accurate map of that. In that way, if we decided we wanted to position something very close to the property line, we'd know exactly how many feet we could come in for a setback and locate a building in that position. The second thing I would have done differently is I would have had a short and a long-term building plan on how I was going to develop that barn over time. Just like a tractor, you have to think about not only what you're going to use that tractor for now, but what you might be using it for in the future. It's the same thing with a barn. In our case, for example, I would have put footers in the barn at the time that the floor was going to be poured, so that if I wanted to put a mezzanine in the future, I could locate those posts directly on those footers and then just bracket them down. With the situation the way it is now, when we put the mezzanine in, we'll have to saw cut holes in the concrete, auger down inside, get the holes in, put the posts in, backfill it, and then regrout around it. It's a lot more time and it's a lot more money. In that same type of regard, we should have taken a little bit of thought into how we would put a heating plan in place if we ever decided we wanted to heat the barn, whether it be infrared heat, floor heat, furnace air duct heat, or whatever the case may be. We should have made a decision on what the potential might be in the future and how we would approach that if it became necessary. The next thing I would have done is I would have prepared a formal house plan before building the barn. Even if it wasn't a complete structure blueprint, I would want to know where the footprint of the building is going to be so that we could decide exactly what position makes the most sense for the barn and the driveways. The way things have turned out now, we've got two locations for a house, and that's causing internal problems on who's going to decide where the house is going to be located. In that same regard, if we had done that ahead of time, we would have also known where we were going to locate a well and a septic system down the road to not only service the bathroom that's going to be located in the barn, but also all the facilities in the house. And finally, the biggest mistake that we made, and I can't stress this too much, is that we located the posts directly into the ground. That way microbials and other things are going to eat away at those posts, and sooner or later, someone's going to have to deal with the possibility of some post rot and taking corrective action on it. If you haven't watched my video on 5 ways to prevent post rot, I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. My preferred method would be to put a concrete wall in and then either wet set or dry set brackets in and then put the posts in on top of that. We're so happy with our barn. We're glad that we built it. It's changed the way that we're able to take care of different things that are important to us, and I hope when you build your facility, it'll turn out just right for you.